Hello, people. Oh, I feel like poop. Today's the day after Lupron. It sounds like a movie. Not a comedy. I'm gonna make it quick because I feel like absolute crap. Had the Lupron injection yesterday morning. I was feeling fine yesterday. Nothing like hurt, whatever. The hot flashes, they're not flashes, because, like, I wouldn't need a freaking cold washcloth with a flash. And take these off. These feel like they weigh 8,000 pounds. And I get my glasses tomorrow, hallelujah. So, oh my god, the Lupron, there's some, like, serious friggin', war going on in my girl regions right now. I feel like there's like the pro-estrogen and the anti-estrogen cells that are just like at each other, like in, I don't know, like some Trojan war or something going on inside of my ovaries right now. And like, I just am coming along for the ride and this is what happens. I feel like shit. So how do I feel like shit? They're not hot flashes. Like, I'm hot. Like, my head's hot. I don't have a fever. My hands are cold. My body temperature is dysregulated, and I hate that. I hate that feeling. I rarely get fevers, but, and it's not a fever kind of thing. Because, like, in an hour, I'll be sweating or I won't be sweating. I'll be cold. It's such an awkward feeling, because you can see I'm wearing, like, this flannelly thing, and if I take it off, I know I'll be too cold. And if I keep it on, my body is just, like, hot. So my body temperature is off. You know, I think this is like my version of hot flashes, whatever. They're hot periods. Or not periods. They're hot episodes of time, not flashes. I'm crazy nauseous. I haven't thrown up. I don't usually throw up, but I'm super, super nauseous. Like brat diet nauseous. Bananas, rice, applesauce, toast. I have not had much to eat today because I'm just nauseous. I had like Cheerios and like plain waffles, and I asked Barb to come by and make me grilled cheese. So, you know, cheese is not great, but like that's my comfort food. God, I feel like crap. So like my stomach is just like, well, it's making funky ass noises for hours, probably, well, more than hours, probably pretty much most of the day. It's been making bizarre ass noises. What else? Crying. I've been crying like all damn day. And most of the night, for no reason whatsoever. I mean, I'm sure I have a million reasons to be upset, but like, it's not like something happened. I guess that's the, you know, the mood swing part. I was aggressive and angry, and now I'm just, it's not even like I'm sad. It's just like, I just start crying. Clearly not right now. And I'll make it quick before I start going into my crying thing. And it's like, I cry just to cry. It's not even like I'm sad about anything in particular. Anyway, what else? My boobs, weirdly enough, I've not worn a bra all day. That's not what's so weird. I mean, yes, that's weird. But it's weird because that's not usually what I do. I usually need the support, so I put a bra on. I hate when I'm watching like a movie or something. I'm watching this movie about Machu Picchu, a documentary. And like, I want to learn about Machu Picchu, but I can't. I won't be able to go to Machu Picchu. It's on my bucket list. I won't be able to go there for some time until all this crap is over, but it's one of my bucket list things to do. So in the meantime, I can go on, you know, whatever it is, Disney Plus, I think, or something. I'm watching it on National Geographic, and I can pretend I'm going to Machu Picchu, but I can't pay attention to what the hell they're talking about because I feel like shit. The nausea, yeah, so I'm not eating a lot, which isn't helping. Drinking a lot of ginger ale, oh, weird thing. So, like, explain, like, my periods have been, like, crazy, like, clotty and gross and nasty. And, like, I can't, like, move kind of periods. But my guess, when I went to have the Lupron shot yesterday, I asked the nurse or whoever it was that was working with me or gave me the shot. I said, you know, I just gotten my period like the day before or something. My periods usually last between 3 and 6 days since I've been in perimenopause. 6 days is long, but the last period I had, the only period I've had since surgery was 6 days long. And it was 6 days of passing clots, and it's a lot of blood loss. So part of me not feeling well could be part of that too. It's just that it's a lot of blood loss in a short period of time. And usually like I want to replenish with fluids, but drinking a lot of water makes me nauseous. That's why I've gone to the ginger ale. I'm on my third 2-liter bottle of ginger ale, and I'm not a soda drinker, but it does help with the nausea. The bananas, rice, applesauce, toast. If you don't have kids, that's the brat diet. Ugh. That like if you have an upset stomach, or if your baby has like diarrhea or something, or is vomiting a lot, that's like stuff that you can eat to help quell your stomach. So where was I? The mood thing with the crying, the hot flashes, which are more than just flashes. They're this. I wish I had, it's so funny because I bought a gag gift for a friend of mine when she was turning 50. That was a pink, oh, pink, ha, funny. It was a pink, battery operated fan that was for hot flashes. And the irony was that like, I never gave it to her because I thought it was actually kind of mean, though practical. And, I used it for myself, and I have no idea where it is, but I could so use it right now. I have no clue where it is. So I opened the door to get some fresh air. I opened the door. There's like no air outside. I mean, I know there's physical air outside, but like I feel no air outside. And it's not, my temperature in the apartment is like normal. I keep saying to my son, is it hot in here? Is it hot in here? And he's like, no. I feel gross. Oh, so my period, why I think this Lupron thing is working a little bit too quickly. Not too quickly. It's just, it's a lot on my body right now. My period in like just the past 2.5 hours or so, it's like 5 o'clock at night right now. And I had the Lupron shot yesterday morning. But I was like passing clot. And then all of a sudden it was like, choop. And I stopped. Like not my period totally, but I stopped passing the clots. So I feel like there's this battle of good and evil going on right now in my, you know, female parts and maybe all over my body. That's the whole point of the meds. When I talk about, you know, I want to get to systemic therapy, but let me finish side effects. What am I missing? Oh, headaches. My head's pounding. And I've had 2 cups of coffee, and granted the first was decaf, so caffeine, not caffeinated coffee is not going to help with my headaches, but I had coffee, but then that upset my stomach, but I know coffee works if I have a headache. If it doesn't go away in the next hour, I'm going to take 2 Tylenol, and I haven't taken like a painkiller in a really long time, but my head really hurts, and having FMD, like I can't have my head hurt, so I don't know what that's about, but I know that getting headaches and migraines are also side effects to all this hormonal shit that's going on. And yes, I'm saying the word shit a lot because I feel like absolute shit. So it's going to be part of my vocabulary. I think that's it. Oh no, dry. So number 3 and number 4 on the list of side effects. Like well, actually I don't know what number 1 is. Nausea's 1. Nausea, hot flashes, can't have an orgasm, and don't want to have sex. Those are the top 4. And then there's like, you know, the other ones beneath it. But right now, no, worrying about orgasms because like I don't feel like that right now. And sex, not an issue right now. Yes, I have the headaches, and yes, I clearly have the nausea. Excuse me. But there's like, I don't know, 10 or 15 other side effects, whatever. And yeah, they're all coming on pretty fast. But it's interesting, am I missing anything? The headaches, I'll take Tylenol if I need to. The mood swings, I want to say mood swings, it's just like I'm crying for no reason whatsoever. Thank God for my son, who's been so good. I'm like, I just need a hug, and yeah, he just hugged me. And I'm like, whatever, my body is fighting the fight, I get it. Right now, I'm just like exhausted because I feel like there's this war going on inside of my body, and I'm just here for the ride. Like my mind or my soul is here for the ride right now while this shit's going on in my body. I think that's it. My stomach is just making funky ass noises. But my period has eased up, which I guess is the good thing, meaning that the Lupron is working in that way, because it's supposed to be making my fibroids shrink, which my fibroids are a large part of why, pun intended, a large part of why I'm on the Lupron. Whew. And because someone else asked me this today, I am still on the tamoxifen too. It's not like you're on the Lupron and then you stop taking tamoxifen. You have to be on the Lupron until your body is like totally in menopause. The Lupron, there's 2 different kinds. You can be on the one that's every 4 weeks in a day, which is the one that I'm on. And then you can eventually graduate to every 12 weeks and maybe 3 days, I don't know. But I'm on the every 4-week one because I'm just starting off with all this stuff. And maybe it's more potent, I don't know. I just feel, I feel gross. I even put like a face mask on. I thought like, oh, I'll put on a sapphire moisturizing, like relaxing face mask. Oh, the dryness. That's why I was talking about orgasms and sex. The dryness. My hands, not there, because like I have my period like crazy. Lord knows nothing down there right now is dry. TMI, don't care. Not that kind of vlog. I see so many vlogs that granted are helpful, but these people have like, you know, their hair's all done in their curling irons, and I'm like, you know, that's all great, but I can't even fathom being near a curling iron right now because it's so damn hot. You'd have to plug it in. Oh my God. Dryness, my hands. So I put that on my face just to feel better. Not really because my face was dry, but my hands are so crazy dry. I have a thing of moisturizing cream next to me. I put it on literally 6 times in an hour, and it lasts a couple of minutes and my hands are like super dry again. So I don't know what the hell. I mean, it's not super cold out. It's not like the weather outside has made it dry, but if that's the way my body's going to be dealing with all this stuff, whatever. I don't assume too much right now because it's the first day, the first full day of me being on the Lupron. So I'm sure my body's in like, what mode? And that's why I'm having like all these side effects. I don't anticipate them lasting, but want to share. And then the last thing I'll say is my boobs, like I was saying before, have not worn a bra since yesterday. And if you can see, I am primarily horizontal. My boobs have not been an issue. I think because, you know, like when you get a mosquito bite and you scratch so much and then like, you know, it hurts and you can't have like, you can't have itchiness and pain at the same time. Your body can only like handle one of those feelings. I think it's the same thing with this. It's like either my body's like, what's going on with her boobs, or my body's like, what's going on in her ovaries right now. And right now, all the attention's in the ovaries, and the boobs have kind of gone to the side. Not literally, just like they're not in the forefront. Well, they are in the front. I'm trying to be way too punny here. Oh, I use humor as a mechanism for dealing. Can you tell? Ugh. Damn, it's hot. Ugh. And I don't have a fever. Like I said, this will last like a little while and then like probably an hour and then it'll go away. My boobs, yeah, they have not hurt. I think I'm just sidetracked with like my body's focus right now is like down south, and this is not a focus. So I actually slept on my left side last night. And then I was a little worried because I woke up and I realized that my left boob was like pretty far over. And then I remember that even though I have implants, it's not like they're like, as much as they feel like concrete, they're not like glued to stay in one position no matter how I turn. I am still very separate from my boobs. I feel like they're not mine. That's another whole big thing, whatever. But I forget that they're supposed to be like regular boobs, because if you actually lay on your side with regular boobs, your boobs would shift to the left if you lay on your left. So I did that. Like last night, I slept on my left side, and I was uncomfortable because of the bleeding in my stomach and stuff. But because of my boobs, I actually was not uncomfortable. It was the first time where I woke up where, you know, yes, like even right now, I feel a little bit of tightness, but I have never, since surgery, I have never gone, like, I mean, it's been almost 24 hours without wearing a bra and been okay. And like I did some laundry. I got some chore-ish stuff done earlier today. It's just like the past, I don't know, 4 hours or 5 hours or so, pretty much since noon that I've been in bed. or not in bed, but on my couch, like out of commission. But the systemic therapy thing. So like when people talk about different, you know, like, why don't you need chemo? Why don't you need this? You know, you have the surgical aspect of treatment. You have, oh God, I can't even remember. You have the surgical part, and then like, do you need radiation? And then, or maybe those are flip-flopped, whatever. And then there's the systemic therapy. Systemic meaning that like there's, you know, therapy to deal with cancer that's throughout your entire system. And most people think of that as chemo. So, but chemo is not the only systemic therapy. I don't need chemo. They plug in some magic numbers, whatever. My number was 7. If your number is 25 or less, then having chemo doesn't have any clinical advantage. So me being at lucky number 7, doing chemo would not have any, you know, big impact in my body not getting cancer down the road, or I'd have like less than 1% of a chance of having my breast cancer return, I think. I don't know. My numbers were very small for whatever they plug in. There's a lot that they plug in. But my version, and a lot of people's version of systemic therapy, if you're not doing chemo, or sometimes even if you are, in addition, but for me, the systemic therapy is the tamoxifen. It's systemic because it's medication that goes through your entire body that's targeted to, for me, because my cancer cells were estrogen and progesterone sensitive, like that's what they are fueled on. So the systemic therapy by taking the tamoxifen is to target any cells that might have gone rogue and they didn't pick up on. And you're usually on that for, you know, at first 5 years, and then, you know, potentially another 5. I don't think really you go beyond 10 years. I think after 10 years you're done, but nowhere near that. So we'll see how that goes. And it just pisses me off because it's just, you know, I get the reasoning. It's like an insurance policy. Why would you not want to do that? You know, I'd rather have hot flashes than not be here, clearly. It's just like a pain in my friggin' ass. I'm talking really fast because I want to get off the phone. But I want to share this because, like, blah, you know. I swear I clean up well, but I do not. And like any of these vlogs, I usually look like total crap. And then when I go out in public and people are like, "Oh, you look so good," I'm like, "Yeah, you should watch my vlogs," because I really don't. I just press the button and then I hit go. So yeah, so the tamoxifen is another kind of systemic therapy, and where I feel right now is like being on Lupron pushes my body into menopause. It does not directly, as far as I know, impact the cancer cells. What it does is, well, I should say, it doesn't like directly attack the cancer cells, the Lupron. What the Lupron does is, for me, reduces the size of the fibroids that I have that are causing bleeding and other drama. And your ovaries are what release estrogen. So because I'm in perimenopause, like my body is still releasing estrogen to set an egg out every month on its merry way, which causes my periods. But, you know, in order to have that happen, you need estrogen in your body. Estrogen is not what I want in my body right now because my cancer cells are fueled fueled by estrogen. So the Lupron cuts down on the estrogen. And again, that has side effects. So it's good because it's doing that. And then in addition to the Lupron, I'm still staying on the tamoxifen. Once my body's in full-blown menopause, then they will move me from tamoxifen to an aromatase inhibitor, which from my understanding has less side effects than the tamoxifen does. And everybody is different. I started going online to read stuff about Lupron and tell me how evil it is. But like my oncologist is fantabulous and my gynecologist has saved my life friggin' twice. So if she says to go on Lupron, I'm going to go on Lupron. So whatever. Yeah. Your body is your body. You have to make your best judgment call as to what to do. So that's where I am right now. So yeah, this is day 2 of this. I'm sure it won't last, but you know, I just want to share with like what the hell this looks like right now. And, I've been like kind of aggressive before, I feel like the aggressiveness has eased up because the mood swings are making me cry. It's not like I'm sad. They just make me cry. Maybe that's why I'm dehydrated, because I'm crying so much. I don't know. I don't know. And maybe I just need to cry. Who the heck knows? I have no idea how this works. But I feel like there's some battle going on in my ovaries, which is a battle that needs to happen to cut down the estrogen. And my ovaries are like, no way, we got eggs, blah, blah. My body's like, no, wait, she's 49. We're not having any more children. We have 2 kids. They're golden. Like, time to close up shop. And my ovaries are like, no, I don't want to close up shop. And my uterus is sitting there like, what the hell? And then it's coming out, you know, the Lupron stuff is coming out to my fibroids and saying, screw you, fibroids. We're going to make you smaller, smaller, smaller. My fibroids are like, no, stay away. And like, this is the whole big thing that I picture that's going on in my body right now. So, oh God, like if you don't handle it with some sort of humor, but I guess I'm feeling better because I was not being humorous at all before. I just was like, well, so what I would suggest too is making sure that you stock up on toilet paper. I think I've gone through, I'm not even exaggerating, I think I've gone through 10 rolls in 4 days. And flushable wipes are phenomenal. I got flushable wipes from so many people. I get a text, hi, Jennifer. No one calls me Jennifer. Well, a few people call me Jennifer. I feel like I'm in trouble if someone calls me that. Don't call me Jennifer. Yeah, the flushable wipes have pain meds on hand in case you get headaches. I wish there was something else. I used to have this thing where you could, like, this is such an old school way of keeping your head cool, because the washcloth always stays cold for so long, but it also makes you feel like I'm a kid. Like when I was little and my mom would like put a washcloth on my head. And then just ask for what you need. Like, you know, a lot of people have been bailing on so many things lately, and I just, like, lost my faith in humanity. Not in everyone. I just, like, have lost my faith in a lot of people. Anyway, it's integrity. Like, why can't everyone be integrous? I don't know. Most of the time, you know, like, when it really counts. But, anyhow. Thankful for Barb because she's coming over to make me grilled cheese. Like, oh my God, I need grilled cheese. I need grilled cheese so badly right now. I just want to eat like bread and cheese and just like, and I'm not even that tired. Oh my God, I want to not learn about Machu Picchu because I'll put it on and I won't be able to pay attention to it. And like, you know, yeah, I had a hoodie on, which was a mistake because if I get hot, cold, I can't take the hoodie on, off, which is why I switched over to this, because I could only, I only need one button to keep it shut. And like ample pillows that are mushable. And really, I want to get a second squashmallow. Tex is awesome, but like, I only have one. And a friend of mine is going through, cancer treatments right now, and I sent her 2, and it probably looked really obnoxious when she came home and saw these 2 ginormal boxes. But like I have squashed Tex down a lot, and he's just moldable, and he's awesome to help protect my boob. But I could use another one on the other side. So maybe I'll take a peek on Amazon and look. Another thing too to get, which is totally random, but mine recently broke, is a water pick. Because the more coffee I'm drinking and stuff, it's a lot of acid in your mouth, and I'm very protective over my teeth. I mean, eventually I will get this one taken care of. Look how I swear I'm not that fat. I've actually lost more weight. So I take my videos like this, which is so, like, a horrible angle. But it's actually kind of cool that I can lift my arm this high. All right, I need to get off, and I need to drink some ginger ale and focus on the good that I had 2 friends that did step up today to help me. And then grateful for my son who will just give me a hug and just be there for me to literally cry on his shoulder. He's such a good kid. Ow, that hurt. And I'm losing weight in the process, which is not ideal, but like I gained so much weight that it does make me feel more like me, to look more like me. What else am I grateful for? I don't know. I'm grateful for Fire Sticks, so I can watch stuff like Disney Plus and learn about Machu Picchu. That's all I got. I hope tomorrow's a better day, because I'm so whiny today. Bye.